Hello everybody and welcome to your daily Steam deals for the 26th of December 2011. It is Boxing Day. Did everybody have a good Christmas? I sure hope so. I got a load of socks and a mug. Yes. Best Christmas ever! Anyway, today's deals are incredible, pretty much all round, almost. Expect to spend a lot of money, or at least expect me to recommend that you spend a lot of money today. Let's put it that way. First game in sales, Far Cry and Far Cry 2. Both available for incredibly good prices. Now, the Far Cry series is one that I do have experience with, and did find amazing. The one that I played was Far Cry Instinct's Predator, but I believe Far Cry 2 is newer than that, and looks generally pretty good. I know that Far Cry Instinct's Predator was fantastic, so I imagine that this one is as well. For £2.49, definitely a recommendation. Definitely. And with Far Cry 3 coming out next year, this is a good chance to play some of the older games in the series. Next game, a Game of Thrones Genesis. This looks like a strategy-type game based on a Game of Thrones, which is a series that I have never actually had any experience with. The gameplay looks very similar to something like Settlers or something like that, where you're kind of building up a empire-type, army-type thing, I guess. This actually does look like a very good game. I'm a fan of games of this genre, and it does look like a good one. For the price, I'm probably not going to pick this up today. But that's mainly because I've bought so many other games in these Steam sales that I just don't have time to play them all before the next Steam sale, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to wait for this to come down in price. But on the whole, does look like a good game, definitely got some very good reviews. I would pick that up. The next game, Bulletstorm. This is a game that had a lot of hype before its release and just failed to live up to it. It's a over-the-top kind of first-person shooter with ridiculous combat moves, and honestly, I have played this, and the only thing this game has going for it is the satisfying nature of the over-the-top combat moves. But the thing is, there's not that many of them, and once you've seen them all, the game gets incredibly repetitive. The game's also very short, making this not a recommendation. I would say don't pick this one up either. Test Drive Unlimited 2 has some good ideas. It's a racing game, but with a persistent kind of online open world. So it's like an MMO racer, if that makes any sense. But it's not been implemented in the best ways, and the game does lack a lot of polish. So I would not pick this one up either. Going good so far. I've only recommended like 2 games, but trust me, it only gets worse from here on out. Sonic Generations. We've been overdue a good Sonic game for a very long time, pretty much since Sonic 3, I think. And this definitely does not disappoint. Sega's been very up and down with the Sonic series in the past 15 years or so, but this one is actually an incredible game. I own the limited edition copy on Xbox 360, and I'm still going to pick this up on PC because I feel that Sega deserves more of my money for this game. At £6.79, this is an incredible price for Sonic Generations. It really is. Pick this up if you do not already own it on at least one platform, because honestly, you will regret it if you don't. Very much. Next one, the Red Faction games, an FPS series that I do not have any experience with. I have heard very good things about it, mostly from Zeba, I gotta say. I think the latest one, the Red Faction Armageddon, that's part of it. £3.74, probably worth picking up. I won't be, for obvious reasons. Next game, Bastion. Now, Bastion is another absolutely fantastic game that you need to get. It's an action role-playing game, there's live narration. It's basically a Let's Play that plays itself. Well, Let's Play that you play, I guess. That makes more sense. The gameplay is fantastic, it's lots of fun, it's got fantastic story, it's got a fantastic soundtrack. This is in many ways a fantastic game. Should also point out there's also an achievement for this game today, so today is also a fantastic day to pick it up. And the price is only £3.86, £3.89 even, which is a fantastic price for this game. And again, I'm using the word fantastic way too much. Next game, the King's Bounty Collection. All the different King's Bounty games and packs are on offer 75% off. Now, King's Bounty looks like a kind of cross between RPG elements and real-time strategy. Is that I mean tactical RPGs. That's the word I was looking for. Looks like a very good concept, and I think the reviews have generally been favourable. So this is another one that I would definitely pick up, and is this another one that I'm going to be picking up myself? And I hope it's going to be a really good game. Next game, Rock of Ages. This is probably one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. No, wait, hold on. This is probably the weirdest game I've ever seen. You're a giant rock. Okay, listen carefully. You're a giant rock, and you roll down hills to crush your enemies. It's one of the oddest concepts for a game that I've ever heard. And bear in mind, this is from someone that loves the Katamari Damacy games. I don't know what to think. I'm going to be picking it up because it's really cheap and it's indie, so... but for some reason it's under racing games. I don't really know. I don't really know enough about it to quarrel that, but look, I guess that's a boss. I don't know what the heck. It looks weird as hell. Pick it up, just for how weird it is. I mean, look at things like that. You're just a rock. That's all there is to say about it. Anomaly Warzone Earth, another one that I have played. I think this game, it's kind of a mix of a top-down shooter and it's more like a strategy game. It's alright, but I felt that it was getting incredibly repetitive. I mean, I only really played it, not for tremendously long. I played it to get the achievements on the first day. But it felt very lacking, and you didn't really feel in control that much. Like, you sent your troops off, and you get the option to turn them around at each intersection. But it just generally felt like you didn't actually have that much control over what anything was doing, and you were just standing there healing and repairing your troops and things, and it was just... didn't feel that fun to me. Probably not one to pick up, I would say. Next game, Beat Hazard. Beat Hazard is a fantastic game. It's a kind of space shooter, 2D type thing. It's basically bullet hell. This is a great game. It's very colourful, as you can see from some of the explosions. It's got a great visualizer built in, and it's powered by your music. So the faster the music goes, the more powerful your shots are, and the faster enemies come in. And it's generally pretty good. This is also an achievement. There's also an achievement for this today. So if you want to pick this up, good day to pick it up. I definitely recommend it. £1.74 is fantastic, or £2.11 if you want iTunes support. It does not support iTunes or the M4A file standard in the base package. You need to actually pay a little bit extra for that, which is a little bit of a weird little dealy. But I guess I can understand where they're coming from. Next game, Worms. Now, the Worms series is one that I do have extensive experience with, or used to have extensive experience with, and played this game a hell of a lot. Like I say, I've not really played the franchise since the days of Worms and Worms Armageddon on the original PlayStation, but I can't imagine that the series has lost its charm that much. It still looks fantastic. There are still exploding sheep, which is my metric for any good games, I gotta say. This is another one that I will be picking up, £2.74. Worms games, always fun. It's a little, well, these are 3D games. Like, the only ones that I had experience with on the PlayStation were 2D games. But you're a worm with weapons, and you have to beat all the other worms with weapons. That's the best way to describe it. Should also mention there is an achievement for one of these games. I think it's Worms Reloaded. There's an achievement for that if you want to pick that up. There's an achievement for that today. $4.49 for that one, or all the Worms games for $14.99, which I would recommend. Next game is actually it. Okay. So let's move on to the achievements for today. There are, as ever, 6 achievements. There are... The first one is Rusty Hearts, which is All I Want for Christmas is Sewers, which is to complete a quest. It's a fairly early quest, apparently it's like the 5th quest you get. Rusty Hearts itself is basically an MMORPG. It's free to play on Steam, so there's really no reason not to at least check it out, or go for the achievement anyway. Like I say, the achievement is probably about 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay in, so that's one to go for. I do like the style of this game, I gotta say. It is very gothic inspired. There's vampires, half vampires and humans, and it does look like a pretty good game. I will definitely be checking that out at some point over the next few days. Next one, a Game of Thrones Genesis. Like I say, this game is on offer today. Play as the Starks, an entire multiplayer game, or versus AI. Really easy achievements to pick up. Just pick Starks as your race and do an easy match against the AI, I guess. Next one, Beat Hazard, Survive Christmas 10. In survival mode, last 10 minutes while playing to a Christmas radio station. I should point out, they actually added 4 achievements to Beat Hazard. They added 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 and 20 minutes while playing to a Christmas radio station. Now, I've got to say, I've not tried this achievement yet, but from Buquis's screams, I've just been laughing away while he's been attempting it, and swearing and screaming over Steam. So that is my experience with this. Apparently incredibly hard, and apparently he's only made it to like 4 minutes and had multiple attempts. I'm looking forward to attempting this one. I think I'll probably be attempting this one co-op with Zeba over the next few days, if you want to look out for a video onto Blind Gamers of Beat Hazard. Assuming there's no copyright limitations, which there may be. So I don't promise that video, but I shall certainly try and put it up. Next one, Rock of Ages, Snowball War, win a match using the Snowball Boulder. I'm not sure how I already have Rock of Ages. I guess it must have come as part of an indie bundle or something. I don't remember buying it anyway. Fairly easy, just select the Snowball Boulder. Bastion, Ride the Wind, use the Skyway in the Wharf District. This is probably about 15 minutes actually into the game. As soon as you get to the Wharf District, you can use the Skyway. Really easy one to get, and Bastion's definitely a game you should get and check out anyway. Worms Reloaded, 12 Days of Winterval. Deal exactly 12 damage to a worm with 100 health. Apparently the easiest way to get this is to do self-inflicted damage. Use the teleport weapon to teleport yourself into the air and try and guess the right height. That's kind of the way I've heard most people have done it. And that is it for today. I've not had the chance to go for any more objectives over the last couple of days. Sorry there was no video yesterday. Like I said, it was Christmas and I couldn't at any point sneak off to go record. Partly because the Doctor Who Christmas special was on, and nothing interrupts the Doctor Who Christmas special. Nothing. Not even you. Not even you guys. Not even my loyal subscribers. How does that make you feel? Not very good, I can imagine. Well. Another thing I'd like to say, I'll be back in Liverpool tomorrow, so I'll be able to actually get back to my Kirby videos and things like that. So there will be an update of Kirby and maybe other things tomorrow and over the next few days. So look forward to that. I'm kind of glad I did these Steam things, because I think I've managed to make videos successfully on 10 consecutive days, which I think is my actual record for 2011. Oh well. One of my New Year's resolutions, go every day with uploading at least one video. Probably not going to make it. if history's anything to go off, probably not going to make it. Anyway, that's it for the Steam achievements and deals for the day. I shall see you next time. There's a lot of good things in the deals today. Definitely consider buying at least Bastion. Let's do a final roundup. Definitely consider buying at least Bastion, Sonic Generations for definite, and probably Beat Hazard. I mean, there's a lot of good things. I just want to kind of limit it to the things that I think you definitely 100% should get. Definitely Bastion, definitely Sonic, maybe Beat Hazard. And see you next time, folks, for more awesome deals. If you have any money left. If you don't, you might want to just skip the video. Or something, I don't know. I want to go play Sonic Generations now. But I know my laptop can't handle it. See you next time, folks!